Hey guys, this is Odd1 Gaming. This is going to be another King Arthur Legends Rise video. In today's video, I want to cover a couple of stages from the Forbidden Dungeon of Season 2, because apparently they switch every season. They have some different things that you need to tackle. And I got myself to stage 47, which kind of caught me off guard and caught me by surprise. Obviously, most of the time when you try to do Forbidden Dungeon, you just go in and try to throw your best team and, move along and beat it as much as you can, and most of the time I don't really read what they do. However, when I got to stage 47, I just realized that it's really important to read what's happening, because otherwise you might be surprised and you might be hit with something like this. Brace yourselves, you're gonna see some numbers that I don't think you've ever seen in the game yet. But check this out. Total damage, 19,800% attack, right? So pretty much what happens in this fight is you face this boss with like two of these totems and then another minion on the side. They do, all sorts of stuff, but the most important thing to keep in mind is what this boss actually does. So this is the part that becomes a problem, and I didn't realize. I pretty much, first time I did it, I killed everything on the sides and then went for the boss. But you have to keep in mind, this passive says, when attacking, gains attack increase 1 for 3 turns. If there are no surviving allies, trigger skill 4. And then skill 4 is the one, like I said, attacks all enemies 2 times, total damage 19,800% attack, removes the positive effects from the target, which means if there's, if there's unkillable or, immune to damage, whatever, it just removes it, and you're pretty much dead, right? I just fought it, I'm like, yeah, it's almost dead, and I realized, oh wait, why did I get one shot? So pretty much you have to do the tactic of actually fighting the boss himself. So let me show you pretty much the team that I used. This is what I went with: Bedivere, Sarah, Gillian, and Morgan. And obviously I tried, because I knew what's happening, I just went on manual and I started focusing first the totems, because you see the boss starts with the immunity. See, he starts with not immunity, with that evasion rate, and you see it becomes a problem, right? If you don't have high hit accuracy, it's going to be an issue. So what you want to do is that you want to try and kill first one of the totems, and then you can start focusing the boss, because he's going to start having that like I said, that evasion rate down decreased. Then after what I personally did is I kept focusing the boss. Now another thing that you can do is you can kill the second totem and then start focusing the boss if you think it's gonna be easier. But I just went full on for the boss, because I said, what, let me just try and kill him fast, as I don't want to accidentally kill him with Bedivere's passive, or like with the other stuff. I don't want to kill the other side ads and then he's just left on his own and he just one-shots me. Pretty much that's the idea. So this is the most important thing to keep in mind for B47 of the Forbidden Dungeon Season 2. When you fight this Gertrude, this guy, see again, more myths, but when you fight him, you want to make sure that he's not the last one alive, because if he is, then it's a problem, right? It's a problem. Like I said, you just get one shot. You see I slowly take him down, and few more hits from like Bedivere and he's dead. I think this one I actually missed it, because obviously we have the effect accuracy. See the hit accuracy down placed. But then, I keep doing this. The good thing is Morgan has on her passive, when she does the A2, she has a chance to remove buffs. She's not perfectly built for me yet, but she still gets the job done. But as soon as the boss is dead, everything else becomes easy. So this was the first stage that I wanted to show. Okay, now after this, I don't have an issue, I just kill them. Now the next one that I wanted to show is also B47, because, well, B47 has a quirky thing. I go with the same team, but let me see if I can actually read it. Sorry, B50. So what this one does is the boss pretty much kills everybody, right? I'm not sure which one of these is. You're gonna see when you go in the fight. He pretty much kills everyone and then starts hitting us, gets extra turns, and then starts reviving. So the way that this one has to go is kind of like the same principle as the previous one. You want to target the aim over here in the middle, right? Like first one, I didn't get a chance to click it, but you want to target that one, because like I said, you're gonna see what's gonna happen. It's like you do some hits, you're like, okay, this is looking good, this is looking fine, and you all of a sudden, after they do their hits, because first we have to get hit, and we get hit pretty hard, as you can see. You're gonna see that the boss gets a turn, and watch this, kills everything, gains another turn, does a hit, and then does another skill. So this can be tricky, if you're not tanky enough, you might just get one shot. But after that, what you want to make sure is that you keep attacking that boss. And one thing that obviously is going to be extremely important and really helpful most of the time for these types of stages are going to be any attack gauge decrease heroes that you have, right? So for example, if you don't want to bring Sarah, you can bring somebody like a Clementine that does a attack gauge decrease, but you see again the boss keeps reviving, so you can bring Clementine. Gillian is in here for that reason because pushes back the attack gauge, boosts our attack gauge, brings some healing, and you know, does all the cool stuff. But again, I wanted to show this one because you see it becomes kind of tricky. You don't want to waste your hits on other stuff. Just focus straight on the boss, and then this one should be pretty easy afterwards, right? Like I almost killed it. You see we get hit pretty hard though, but still you managed to do it. Now I guess this one's pretty much over. I didn't show the damage, but it's pretty straightforward. Obviously Bedevir's gonna do most of the damage because he's my best damage dealer. If you don't have Bedivere, whoever is your best damage dealer, that's what you're going to bring to the fight. Now, I guess let me quickly go and show you the build that I have on these people. So, first of all, I guess let's start with Bedivere. He's level 60, 5-star awakened. He has a couple of skill ups in the first passive. Equipment, he's running attack and counterattack set. You can see his stats. I don't want to go too crazy on crit rate because he does boost his crit rate a bit. However, you want to make sure he crits because you only use his A2 and his A1 in the Frost Relic because that's the one that does the most damage. Decent attack, but you know, I could get a lot more. Then relics, 6-star relic, level 55, 3-star awaken, and a couple of skill ups in it that I managed to get. When it comes to chivalry, I did get lucky or unlucky and I pulled a copy, which means his first passive, which I have skilled, is ignoring 20% of defense instead of 10%. Now, next one that I used in the team is Sarah. She's a chivalry 2, as you can see. Then if you look at her builds, level 60, 4-star awakened, passives fully skilled up, which, you know, it kind of helps and it's not that hard to get once you get to the stage of pushing the Master of Death. Equipment, she's running Vigor plus Life. You can see her total stats, low attack speed, but I focus more on the HP as much as I could. That's what I went for Sarah. And then relics, obviously I used her Storm 1, level 50, 5-star awaken, no skill ups over here. Then the next one is going to be Gillian, no skill up in the relic. It is level 50, 3-star awakened. Gillian is level 60, 3-star awakened as well. A few skill ups in the passives, and then equipment. Again, vigor plus accuracy. You really want to affect accuracy on her. You know, it's close to 50% because she does do a lot of attack gauge decrease on her passive, and you definitely want to do that a ton. But like, yeah, you can see lots of gears like 3 and 4 stars, so it's not obscene gear. You know, it's pretty relatable from the point of view of gear. And then when talking about Morgan, she's again 4-star and 3-star gear, not the best. She's running vigor and critical, even though this is not the right build. Okay, this is not the right build for her, especially when you look at the stats. What you want to aim and what I'm going to try and rebuild her, either in vigor if I can, if not in speed. You want to get around 200 speed or more with 50% or more effect accuracy, and that's about it. You don't care about her damage. She's all about her debuffs. That's what she's in the team most of the times to do. And obviously the goal is to try and get her chivalry 3. That's where she becomes S tier for everyone, right? She becomes a monster. But she's level 60, 3-star awakened, some skill ups in the passive. I was lucky enough to manage to skill this one first. And then when it comes to relic, she has the fire one, 5-star level 40, no awakenings yet, and no skill ups in the relic. But yeah, this was pretty much the team. This is kind of like my core team that I use for Forbidden Dungeon. And again, I saw that level 47 was a little bit tricky. And then I said, you know what, let me make a video. So in case other people might be like, you know what, I don't want to read. It's too much to read. That's why I made the video. So hopefully this helps. But yeah, we're gonna leave it at this for today, guys. Thank you all for watching. As always, if you do enjoy my content, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next. Click the link in the description to support me if you want. That's gonna help me a ton, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye, guys.
Fight with honor. Vanquish the wicked, and you may prove worthy of your legacy.